This is really where it all started for me. It's been almost 30 years. Come a long way since I was here last. Some students just didn't have it. But I was lucky. I wasn't introduced to car culture. I was born into it. My dream had already called me. When I was still really young, I heard it loud and clear. My dad had a shop. We did crash work during the day, and nights and weekends, we built really cool hot rods. That was almost 50 years ago, but I can remember the sounds as if they were yesterday. The radio always on, hammering, painting, sanding, a roll of masking tape being pulled. The sounds are just part of home. At first, I loved to just watch my dad draw. The sound of a pencil on paper. When I started, I just tried to copy my dad's sketches. When he'd finish, he'd leave it on the table, and I would draw it over and over again. I never thought of it as a gift. It was just something that I loved doing. My dad's my hero, and I wanted to be as good as him. It's kind of fun being back in this building. My passion is as strong today as it was when it drove me to come to Art Center. I really believe if you want to thrive as an artist and a craftsman, create what you want to create. Don't settle. Don't compromise. The drawing, it's not the Bible, it's just the tool to build the piece of artwork. I think the gift is being able to see what you don't like, what you want to fix. It might even be a whole week to move something just that 1/8 of an inch. And, I'll have people yell at me, we don't have time for this, but to get the curve the way it needs to be, to make the reflection, the highlight where it needs to be. It's all those little tiny details that most people never see. I want my father to be proud of anything that I build. So I'm always thinking in my head, would my dad like this? Or is he gonna look at it and say, why'd you leave that way? Back then, I could sweat a design for months, for years. But I didn't have the resources to build it, to make it real. That's changed. Design is a calling. You dream it, you sketch it, and you build it. But it's not until you turn the key and hear the roar of that engine that art really comes to life.